no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, I want to wish you guys a Merry, Merry Christmas out there. Hopefully everyone is enjoying it with their family, so happy holidays, and let's bring on 2021. I am so ready to be done with 2020. Am I the only one? If you're ready to get 2020 in the back seat, I want you to go ahead and like this video right now. So every single Tuesday, I go live. I ask you all to get your questions in, so use hashtag Raiders or Super Chat to get your questions here on the show. First one's coming in from Rise Fainted. Wade Phillips, question mark. I've said for a while that Wade Phillips would be an interesting hire. 73 years old. He's on my Paul Guenther replacement list. He's already started to interact with Raider Nation, and he's already said that he wants the job. I want somebody who wants the job. Is he a long-term option? Probably not at 73. But is he a guy who you can maybe get by for a year or two? Definitely something to think about. Let's go to the next question coming in from Christopher McGuire, defensive coordinator from Clemson. So you're definitely not the first person to bring this up, and it's obvious because the Raiders love Clemson players, and they've had a little bit of a relationship there, I guess, if you will. My only question is this. What's actually a better job, the Clemson defensive coordinator or the Raiders DC? A lot of y'all are like, oh, it's easily the Raiders DC because it's in the NFL. That's not really true. A lot of times, if I'm a Clemson defensive coordinator, the only way I'm going to leave that gig is if I can maybe get a head coaching job in college football or more of a promotion and more money. You're probably going to get paid more at Clemson as a DC than potentially a Raiders DC job. But if you do want a DC candidate, Derek Ansley, defensive coordinator for Tennessee, somebody to keep an eye on. All right, let's go to this next one. Kason Meyer. Should we try to sign a wide receiver next year so we can get some weapons? I guess some of the top wide receivers out there, Allen Robinson, he's my number one guy. Chris Godwin, I would love. Kenny Galladay's a solid red zone option. I'm going to stay away from Juju Smith-Schuster. I'm going to stay away from Will Fuller. But you also, I don't think that's the way the Raiders go. I think you see them invest in guys like Brian Edwards, Henry Ruggs going forward. And you also got to make a decision. Do you keep or cut Tyrell Williams? I'm going to cut him because I want to save $11.6 million. All right, y'all, we got a live watch party. Raiders against the Dolphins. 5:05 p.m. Pacific time. That is on Saturday, December 26th. I don't want you to miss it. We've been getting like 60 to 100,000 viewers, and if you can't afford cable, if you miss going to Raiders games, if you want a tailgating experience, we go live for like 5 hours. And I'm going to be live for 5 hours on Saturday night. Don't miss it. Hit the big red button that says subscribe. Next one's coming in from Blake Patterson. What up, Blake? Get a pick. I know you're a fan of Justin Simmons. Yes, he's my number one safety. But what about Anthony Harris? I absolutely love Anthony Harris. And honestly, y'all, it's like 1A Justin Simmons, 1B Anthony Harris. And it's kind of funny because last offseason, it was flipped. I had Justin Simmons below Anthony Harris. But Harris would be a great fit in Vegas. He is a solid safety. He can play all over the football field. He's just like a true safety to me. And if you want to pair him with Jonathan Abram, sure, it's definitely something to think about. However, let's just be real here. The Raiders have not done a very good job evaluating safeties. They've been just getting strong safety after strong safety, and I'm starting to hope and wonder whether or not they can actually get a good safety. Fingers are crossed, though. That one's for sure. But, hey, you brought up Justin Simmons, and I also really like Anthony Harris, so I'm genuinely curious. Who do you guys think is the better safety? So let's say you're John Gruden, you're Mike Mayock, you're going to be making the decision here. Both guys are like, you know what? I want to be Raiders. I want you all to sign me. Who would you go out and sign? I want you to type JS for Justin Simmons, or I want you to type AH for Anthony Harris. I am Team Simmons. However, I would not. Can we get both? Can we get both of them? Type B for both. So if you guys are watching this live right now, I see Mark Ramirez, Darren, all type in JS for Justin Simmons. I got a few AHs, though. So, again, appreciate you guys getting your votes in here. Really something to appreciate. All right, let's go to Super Chat from Russell's Archive. Let's draft Khalil Shakir out of Boise. So, I mean, this is probably a day 3 type of pick, but maybe a 5th, 6th, 7th round receiver. I don't think this is the way the Raiders go for the simple fact of you got to draft defense. Maybe taking a late round flyer or something you would consider. But honestly, if the Raiders took all 7 of their picks, all defense, I think we'd all agree. I'd be okay with it. But I'll look into Khalil Shakir a little bit more out of Boise. Haven't done too much research, but my notes on him right now, day 3 pick. So, but again, appreciate the super chat. Noah, big spender. Much love to you, my man. Wade Phillips for DC and all the defense in the draft, so perfect on time. Have a Merry Christmas and a safe trip, man. Noah, appreciate you. I want you to have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. But appreciate it. If anybody's near Danville, Pennsylvania, I guess we can't really go out because all the restaurants and bars are closed. But hey, I'm having a cookout Wednesday. Come hang out for some s'mores. But yes, I would love Wade Phillips as DC. All right, we got Kinzer Obamacon. Hopefully I got that right. If Denver gives us a great offer for DC, do we take it? What's a great offer? Like, what does that entail? Because if I'm going to give Derek Carr to an AFC West opponent, I want at least a first-round pick. And I mean at least. I don't want Drew Lock. I don't want nothing in return. Denver's probably going to be like around the 12th, 11th pick, depending on whether or not they win their next 2 games or not. But if I'm going to trade Derek Carr to an AFC West rival, I want at least, and I mean at least, a first-round pick. Let's go to Christian. Shaq, Barrett, or Lavonte David paired up with Justin Simmons. I love these options here. However, I don't really think the Raiders go out and sign any linebackers. And the reason is Corey Littleton, I think you extend Nicholas Morrow, figure out what you got in a guy like Tanner Muse, and you can say what you want, but also you got Nick Kwiatkowski. So to me, that's 4 linebackers, and you could even flirt with the idea of putting Jonathan Abram as a linebacker. So as much as I love Shaq and Lavonte David, I don't think that one's going to happen. But yes, to Justin Simmons. So the Raiders have a huge game, obviously. This is a must-win game. You lose, your playoff chances go from like 0.9% to 0. So what I want you guys to do right now, if you're watching this live or if you're watching this on a later date, please go down in the comments section and predict the score. Raiders against the Miami Dolphins. I would definitely appreciate it. The odds in this one. Dolphins, -3. The Raiders, 47.5 over-under. I'm hoping that they can pull this one out. Miami has done a very, very good job of holding their opponents. But, hey, if you want to bet on the Raiders, if you want to bet on any game, Saturday, you want to bet on any game on Sunday, Monday, it doesn't matter. Betting on football games, it makes it a lot more entertaining. So, how do you get set up with our best deal on the internet? You got to go to chatsports.com/Raiders. You see this link down below? Chatsports.com/Raiders gets you 125% deposit bonus. I've seen some other people and Raiders media, if you will, promoting a 50% deposit bonus. We can give you 75% more. All I'm saying is you can't find a better deal out there. 125% deposit bonus, promo code Raiders125 at chatsports.com/Raiders. If anybody has any questions, if anybody wants to know what I'm betting on this week, email me, Raiders@chatsports.com for the details. Even if the Raiders' playoff chances do get squashed, you put $10, $20 on a game, I can guarantee you one thing. Your Sunday, Monday, whatever happened, it's going to be a lot more entertaining. That's what this show's all about, entertaining y'all. Because in 2020, you got to find ways to end up doing it. All right, we got another question coming in. Super chat from Carly. Appreciate it. Mitchell, love you and the Raiders report. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Can RD please get 4 3 and outs Saturday? Hey, all the 3 and outs, definitely. I thought you were going to say, can we run a 4-3 defense? I'm going to be like, we do. My question is, I'm starting to wonder if this defense might be better off running 3-4. I'm up for anything at this point. Carly, appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you as well. George's account, original. I appreciate the name. Get a picture. What about Richard Sherman? He's getting up there in age. He's not going to go back to the 49ers. The only way that this makes sense for the Raiders is if you're trying to teach, I don't know, Damon Arnett or maybe trying to teach Trayvon Mullen. But let's face it, it's unlikely, y'all. Now, Richard is talented enough. He is lanky enough to potentially play safety. If he would want to play safety for the Raiders, he'd probably be their best safety as of right now, and he's definitely intelligent enough. Plus, having a player like that, I think actually could help bring some mentality that you want on your defense, if you will. So, how about this, though? If you are going to go out and sign a cornerback, out of these 3 guys, who would you pick? Because these are my top 3 corners in free agency. Patrick Peterson, William Jackson, Richard Sherman. The reason why I'm saying that it's unlikely is because, honestly, y'all, I hope it is unlikely because I would take Patrick Peterson over Sherman. I would take William Jackson over Richard Sherman. So go down. Pick a cornerback out of the 3 names you see on screen. Super chat time from Keith Burris. Please bring in Rex Rain. I don't see Rex Ryan leaving his job to come coach the Raiders. Also, Rex Ryan wasn't all that great. He's just got a big name. He likes to yap his mouth a little bit, but you're not going to see a TV analyst who's been out of the game for so long come in and take a job where he's probably going to make less money and probably going to have more stress. Not going to happen. Let's go to Project 1337. Carr is the least of our worries. If Carr had the defense from 2016, we would have went 12-4. We'd ball out. Let's fix the defense. I don't know if they would have went 12-4, but I 100% agree that Derek Carr is not the problem here. It is defense. And I think it's funny. And Project, I'm glad you brought this up. Everyone is head over heels with Marcus Mariota, but we didn't win the game. What does it matter? If you don't win football game, it doesn't matter. Like, did Marcus play a great game? Yes. Think about how many games Derek Carr has been fantastic. But it doesn't matter because they lose. If Derek would have lost this game, nobody would have even gave two shits if he had a good game or not. They would have been like, oh, he lost. It's Derek Carr's fault. No, the defense sucks, and they give up 30 points every week. You can't win many games giving up 30 points. Look at the Washington football team. They are 0-8 this year when they give up 20 points. Think about that. Embarrassing. Now, hey, y'all, I appreciate everyone that's always watching the Raiders Report. If you guys want to get to know me on a better level, hit me up on IG at Mitchell Renz 365. We got a lot of people that always watch our shows, and I wish I had enough time to be able to answer every single one of your questions, but I'm only one person. I wish I could shit myself a twin. It can't happen, though. But, hey, if you want to talk Raiders, if you want to ever hit me up, see what's going on in my daily life, follow me on Instagram. I'm at Mitchell Renz 365. All right, let's go to Super Chat here. Ooh, $20. Cooking with Kev. I actually love to cook. Big cooking fan here. Have a great Christmas and a safe trip, brother. Cooking with Kev, much love to you. And if I'm ever in Vegas or wherever you live, if I'm ever in that city, the first round's always on me. We got Power Raider Super Chat. Hey, Mitch, which quarterback jersey you wearing this Saturday? Also, any way we can get Mac back. I had to take my lunch early so I wouldn't miss today's show. That's hella funny. Khalil Mack's not going to happen. So let's just get that out of the way. His contract, you can't afford to trade him for the Bears. And which jersey am I going to be wearing Saturday? I probably won't wear a jersey. I'm probably just going to wear a Raiders shirt. So I got so many Raiders shirts in my closet here at Chat Sports. I got one Derek Carr jersey. That's all I got, man. So, Power Raider, appreciate you took your lunch early. Hope you also have an awesome Merry Christmas. Mark, you're next up here on the Raiders Report. Best player that the Raiders need to draft. Okay. I guess this honestly comes down to, what do you think their biggest need is? If you think it's edge rusher, I know I said Kwity Paye a few episodes ago. I watched more tape on Gregory Rousseau, edge rusher from Miami. He's probably the top edge rusher I would go out and get. Defensive tackle, it's a coin flip for me. There's a lot of other options. I've liked what I've seen from Marvin Wilson, but also I've seen some bad tape on him. If you're looking at safety, the kid from TCU is pretty solid. He's more of a coverage safety. Javon Holland from Oregon, also pretty solid, but you got to draft defense. And, I mean, it's defense, sprinkle in a little bit more defense. And if they're going to draft an offensive player, probably draft some defense. But, Mark, appreciate the question. Appreciate everyone that got their questions in. And, I appreciate, again, everyone who's always watching the show here. So, if you guys want my picks for every single week, I always tell you all to hit me up on Instagram or hit me up on my email, raiders@chatsports.com. So, every single week, I try to dish out my 5 locks, the 5 games or 5 player props that I'm betting on every single week. If you guys want those, email me, raiders@chatsports.com for the details. But in the subject line, put Mitch's picks. That helps me weigh out all my crazy emails. All right, we got one. Christopher, appreciate it. Mitch, what up? Marcus Mariota's good. Don't get me wrong, but Carr is played really good. People are hyping up Mariota, but Chargers did not think he was going to play. Herbert played the Chiefs. We'll see. I totally agree with you. I think that Mariota had a great game because the Chargers weren't ready for him. However, I do think you got to roll with Mariota the next 2 weeks just because you got to see what you got in him. And if he's good, great. Maybe get something in the trade. If he's not good, cut him. Save $10.1 million. All right, this next one's coming in from Ryan. JC really improve our quarterback pressure. Would JC? All right, so you mean Jadeveon Clowney. Pressures, yes. But pressures, honestly, is not the Raiders' problem. The Raiders right now, believe it or not, top 5 in the NFL in QB pressures. Bottom 5 in sacks. I want a guy who can actually bring the quarterback down. Crosby's been 6 sacks, here, hit and miss. But, I mean, Clowney's never had a double-digit sack season. He didn't have 5 sacks this season. He's good at getting pressure, great against the run, but I want guys that can actually get after the quarterback. So, Ryan, good question. Appreciate it. Got a super chat coming in from Christopher. What up, man? Mitch, what defensive player you want to get in free agency? Justin Simmons, Anthony Harris. If we got to go defensive tackle, Leonard Williams is my top DT. If you want to go cornerback, William Jackson is a guy that I absolutely love. Those are probably my top guys. Maybe roll with a player like Yannick Ngakoue in terms of an edge rusher as well. But Justin Simmons, Anthony Harris, Leonard Williams, definitely the guys I want. Also, a verbal shout-out to Carly's Kruger. For the record, it's Carless. Again, y'all, if you haven't already, hit me up IG. I'm at Mitchell Renz 365. And if you want my bets, and if you want to bet on NFL games this week, chatsports.com/Raiders. Promo code is Raiders125. That's how you're going to get that 125% deposit bonus.